Hello Rams fam across the globe. I want to start calling you the Big Nyash family because one of you commented and say, "Hey you big ass girl, hey you big booty girl, concentrate on your life, blah 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 blah." I'm not going to concentrate on my life. I'm here for survival, just like all of them are here for survival. YouTube is a business for everybody. You can still chat in your house and talk about the big booty or whatsoever you said. It's still fine. Without boring you guys with what you guys comment on my comment section. Thank you so much guys for clicking. I really appreciate every one of you, even those who hate me. I appreciate you because you come here and watch my videos and say whatever the negative comment that you say. I appreciate it. That's why I always comment thank you on your comments, because negative criticism always has an impact in someone's life. If I give you a honest negative criticism, it will help you to look into life in a different way. In today's video guys, we are going to react to what Dee Wango always say. She's interviewed her mom. They talked about it on her live stream yesterday. She talked about it. So I think this is now serious. The ideal man that Dee Wango need. I don't know if that man exists on Earth. I don't know if that man comes from Mars or Jupiter, because I don't see a man who can settle for what that lady said. So this is the kind of man that Dee Wango want for herself, and her mom approved it, and she said that you have to get yourself this kind of a man. Firstly, that man should be loaded with money. That man has to have money, like a lot of money, because apparently Dee Wango is making a lot of money on YouTube. So she needs money to money kind of relationship. She doesn't want a man who will be lower than her standard in terms of revenue income. She needs a man who has already gathered whatever that it is that she has gathered to build her legacy, and then who has already built her legacy, because apparently she has built her own legacy alone. So that's the ideal man that she wants. Let me advise, in everything that I say, I will advise my sister. A man who you don't know how they build their legacy, a man who you don't know how they manage their finances. It's going to be so difficult for you to talk on those assets that you found them, than finding a man that you build your legacy together. You can have your own money and stay back with your own money, and you start life with that particular person. Like, you start on a zero base. You don't show him that you have money. You have money, but you keep that money to yourself, or you support your family or whatsoever, or you open an orphanage and give to the society. There's still no problem, but you have to have an impact in how your man has made their legacy, so that you can have an impact on how he behaves towards that legacy. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Finding a rich man and starting to try to control him is going to be very difficult, I tell you, especially our African brothers. You cannot just come into someone's life who has money, who has cars, who has everything, and you start to say, hey, why did you go clubbing? Why did you use that Porsche car? Why did you do this? Some of the African men will tell you that this I built on myself. I sweat to get to this point, so you just have to shut up. And most men who have more money can, I always say that money can be a root cause of evil. Most men who are seen to be loaded, they don't care about relationships. They don't have time for relationships. They don't value relationships. So if this is what you want to sign for, then be it. Secondly, she needs a man who will start conversation all the time. Relationship is not a one-sided thing. You cannot expect someone to always give and you are at the receiving point, you always receive. Relationship is a two-sided thing. You give, I give, we give each other, we stand for each other. So if he doesn't start a conversation, you also can start a conversation so that you can start talking. If he doesn't greet you at midnight, if you like to be greeted at midnight, you can start showing him that you want to be greeted at midnight and send him text midnight and wake him up. I mean, relationship is not a one-sided thing. You don't have to be at the receiving point and someone has to be at the giving point. Thirdly, she wants a man who will respect her, a man who will listen to her, because she's loaded. Apparently, I'm not going to say she's loaded because I don't know her bank statement, I don't know her bank balance. Apparently, she's loaded. So she wants a man who will respect and listen to her, and he will be the one speaking. Even the Bible depicts that you men love your woman, and woman submit to your man. Submission is a thing that every woman should exercise in a relationship. And I always say submission becomes easy when there is love and respect. So if you feel like you are not respected, there's no how you can submit to somebody who will beat you, who will do this, who doesn't feed you or whatsoever. But a man should not submit to a woman. They have to listen to the woman's advice, not submitting to. It doesn't work that way. A man who, those men who like they are given muti to always be listening to you when you talk. They say, hey, yes, this is food. So they say, oh, the food. When you give them water, this is water, my husband. Oh, water. You don't want muti man who is framed by muti, or who is working under the influence of African magic. You want a man whose voice will be solid enough to sustain you, girl. That's not a relationship that you want to sign up for. A man who always be say yes. You failed a relationship with an Italian. Italians are so loving. They are so loving. I've seen a lot of my friends dating Italian and are married to Italian. They are so loving and so selfless. They love deeply. And you failed that. You want to get yourself that kind of man who always say yes. And you failed to keep a relation with a Philippine. According to Modesta Lifestyle, I was watching her. Philippines, they are selfless, they are loving, they care about their women, they are not afraid to give out money to their women. So if you manage to fail that relationship that was meant to be that smooth, I don't know where you are you gonna get an alien, or you're gonna get yourself a robot that you will remotely control, like you don't, I don't know. But that there's no how you can find a man who has money and they don't want to keep their pride. African men especially, they need to have that pride in whatever they are doing. They need to be respected. So my sister, as an elder sister to you, let me say it. You're not going to get a man who will say yes to everything that you have, because you have money, you have numbers. Don't be carried away by that big following, that big audience, and think you're going to drag it into your relationship. Relationship doesn't look at such things. It doesn't look at money. It doesn't look at, it looks at your character. It looks at who you are as a human being. So be ready to submit, my dear. Be ready to be dragged. We're going to drag you until you hear us out. And I'm going to sit down here and start to say, hey, so she's like this, she's like that. Yes, you're like that, but we are going to advise you. I'm sitting here in her room advising you because I love you. I love you and I want you to be happily married. I don't want you to be thinking that, making hallucinations that you can get an alliance from someone who will always, or a robotic from someone who will always listen to whatever you want to tell them. Girl, Relationship is not a one-sided thing. Relationship is, you work hard for a relationship. It's easy, very easy to get a man, but keeping a man is so hard. It's so difficult, very difficult, because a man is going to look at how you behave, what you offer in a relationship, how you offer that thing, and he's going to look at your character. Even his parents are going to question your character alongside. People are going to question your character. Relationship, you fight, you pray, you kneel to God and pray. People are going to come into your relationship trying to mess it. You need to, on your knees, pray. So if you watch this video till this end, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Bye.